So I have been there, done that. I would sign an SMA client, and then literally after only 1 month, they would cancel on me, even though I was able to get them results. Like, what happened? So in this video, I'm gonna show you guys the things that I did to change that up. So now I keep clients for 3, 6, a year from now, and that way you can retain your SMA clients forever. I've had one client for almost around a year now, and another client, this is his 4th month going in, and he doesn't seem to be wanting to cancel anytime soon. So let's get right into it. Hi, my name is Bogle. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining. And in this channel, what do I exactly teach? I teach people just like you how to build and grow a profitable SMMA agency. I teach people mostly by doing it myself. I have many videos on this channel of me doing it live, whether it be cold calling, the closing call, and actually me closing the sale. And yeah, I do it all live just to show you guys that it works, and that the stuff I teach you, I'm not just talking about it, it's stuff that I actually do and that actually works. So if you like that kind of stuff and you want to keep getting more free advice from me, be sure to hit a thumbs up and also hit the subscribe button below. It really helps this channel and it pushes it to a new audience so more people can see this content. So also it'll inspire me to make more videos just like this. So, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get right into how do you keep SMA clients pretty much forever. So be sure to watch this video all the way through, because you're not going to be able to understand some concepts of this video if you, skip around or you stop at a specific point. It will all make sense at the end. So the very first thing you need to do in order to keep SMA clients is, simply just get them results and make sure they're earning their money back and making some profit with you. So no matter what you do, no matter the strategies that you implement, if they're not making money back and they're losing money working with you, then there's nothing you can do to keep them for the most part. No matter how nice you are, no matter how great of a relationship you guys are, the company hired you to make more money. That's the point of marketing, to make more money, not to lose money, to make more money. So if you're not providing good enough results in order for them to make enough money to make them a return on their investment, then they're simply just not going to keep you. So you have to make sure that your expectations with the client are aligned. You may want to say before you send them up, be like, hey, you may not make some money in month 1, but we use that data in month 1 so in month 2 and month 3 you can you'll make more money back and you'll make a 2x return on your investment. And if you just be aware that if you promise that, hey, you're going to make so much money back in month 1, and after month 1 they either break even or they don't make much money or they lose a little bit of money, they're going to be very mad at you and they might cancel just because of that, because you made false promises. But even if, let's say, month 1 you don't get them their money back and maybe they're mad, but they still want to work with you, offer something, offer like a very steep discount for month 2, so that way you ensure they get their money back. Offer something in the future, so that way if, let's say, month 1 they're not making their money back and they're thinking of canceling, you can say, hey, I know you didn't make your money back and I apologize for that. Let's work another month. I have the data now, and this is going to go into step number 2. You can say, I have the data now. Here are the improvements that I'm going to make, and this is what I expect to see once we make these improvements. And then once we make these improvements, you can smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and then you will make your money back. So if that's the case, offer a steep discount, offer to work for free, and maybe even pay for the ad spend, sweeten the pot for them a lot more, so that way you can keep the client, because it's a lot easier to keep a client than to gain a completely new client. So you want to try all means possible to keep the clients that you currently have. Number 2, and this is the things that I did that really helped me change and keep clients for the long term instead of just 1 month, is by having bi-weekly meetings with your client. So this could be bi-weekly. I really don't recommend weekly because that's a lot of time and effort on your hands. But you can even go monthly for if some clients want just a monthly call. But you want to have, you want to frequently update your client on how the ads are performing and the different costs, and completely be an open book when it comes to how the ads are going, how they're overall campaign is doing. Because a lot of the time, you may think that, the client has access to all this stuff. He can see it on his own, but you have to understand they're a business owner. They're running a business. So they may be handling customers. They may be doing this. They may be on the field doing the work themselves. So they don't really have the time just to keep constantly checking the campaign like you might be doing. So that's where you have to come into play. That's why they're also paying you, so that way you keep them track of how the ad campaigns are doing and you can update them. So this is, with the client I've had for, 4 months now, and he's not gonna cancel anytime soon. It's because we're having bi-weekly meetings, and I'm giving him just an open door. I'm saying, hey, this is what's working, this is the cost per lead, this is the cost per whatever. And, I'm saying, hey, this strategy I was doing isn't working, but, I'm gonna move on to this strategy as well. And that's the main important thing. That's so important. You can't just say, okay, here's what's happening, whether it be good or bad. The client wants to know the good stuff and the bad stuff. It's not like if you say the bad stuff, then the client's just going to immediately fire you. They know that it's a marketing campaign. There's going to be ups and downs. They're in business themselves. But you have to, you can't just say the facts and then say, okay, well, that's it. Have a good day. Goodbye. You have to tell them, hey, this is what we're going to do with this new information. So if it's something positive, you can say, hey, we're going to keep using this positive attribute. Maybe we're going to make different ad copy, make different things that's related to that positive attribute, and possibly make it even better. So that way you get a lower cost per lead, lower cost per click, higher click-through rate, etc. So if it's positive, you want to say, how you're going to make it even better. If it's negative, so maybe the cost per lead is a little bit high, or you're not getting as much reach, or they're not getting as much lead as you want to, you can say, hey, I understand you're not getting as many leads as you want to, but here's what we're going to do to improve upon it. So we know you're not getting many leads because your cost per lead's a little bit too high, and that's because maybe the targeting is a little bit too precise. Let's say if you're doing Facebook ads, so maybe once we expand the targeting, that's been shown to reduce the ad cost. Maybe it's your ad copy. So maybe your ad copy is a little bit too long. It's like, okay, we know now that long ad copy doesn't work. So now we're going to use shorter ad copy just to, hope see if that will work, and see if that's, if any more improvements are going to come for that. Maybe the lead quality isn't the best thing. And then you could say, okay, so the lead quality isn't the best, but we're going to add more questions to the application form. We're going to do this and that. And overall, this is what we're going to do to improve your campaign and get you the best results. This and the next thing I'm going to say is the key to keeping SMMA clients. You can't just, expect to get them results and then just say nothing to them and for them to keep paying you over and over again. They want to see that you're actually also doing something as well. Because if they think that you're not doing anything, it's like, what's the point of you? It's like, okay, yeah, I'm getting decent results, but why don't you make them any better? I'm paying you this money to get me the best results possible. So, I want you to be doing more work. So pretty much clients want to, but anyway, back to what I was saying, clients just want to make sure that their dollars are well spent. And even if you are getting them good results, they want to make sure that you didn't just, set it and forget it. Overall, they want to feel like, that you're working hard for them and that you're constantly improving their campaign, and overall that you're getting their money's worth. So that's why you want to say, okay, here are the improvements that we're going to make. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this, this, and this. And you want to make sure you have something planned, something you're going to improve upon, whether it be positive or negative. So you just want to make sure you have something planned so that, you're always doing something, and that the client feels that, they're getting their money's worth. Even if it's very simple, you're just going to duplicate a campaign and swap out pictures and stuff like that. Okay, so the third thing you need to do in order to keep SMMA clients forever is kind of like number 2, but number 3 is have completely new ideas, completely new strategies that you can relay on to the client and say, this is what we want to try next with their campaign, and you want to give the reasons why you want to try that new style, that new layout, and when you expect to roll it out, and what you expect, and then what kind of results you're expecting. So it's not just improving upon the old campaigns that have been working good. It's also thinking of new, fresh ideas that the client's gonna gobble up and enjoy. Simply just because if it seems very stagnant, it's it's the same old campaign, same old. The client might think that, you're not putting in much more thought. You might not be trying to, again, improve the campaign. And, if they feel that they're not getting their money's worth, then they're going to move on. And this is what I was not doing month one. I just say, okay, here's a campaign. He was getting results, but I wasn't saying the new things that I had on the horizon for him. And then they would leave after month one. So with this client, I've had for almost around 4 months now. I'm always thinking of new ways to expand the campaign, to improve upon it, and different new things that we could try. So for example, we were doing for Facebook ads, we were doing a lead form campaign for the longest time. And I said, hey, I want to try out doing a messenger campaign. And he completely loved the idea. I said, hey, you download the Facebook Business Suite app, so that way you can message your leads as they're coming through. And he was in love with the idea, and he was able to get more leads, more qualified leads that way as well. And he really enjoyed it, and this is how we're staying for the long term now, because now we have a new way that we're getting leads. So not only are people filling out the form, but we're also doing a messenger campaign as well. So he's getting more leads through in different ways. And I have more ideas upcoming and more ideas planned. Once another fresh idea needs to be implanted, I could just be like, hey, I want to try, let's do like a traffic campaign, or we have a seasoned pixel now because we've been running ads for a while now, so we can do this and that. So we have new, like brand new fresh ideas. It doesn't even have to be like the same thing that you're doing. So maybe you're doing Facebook advertising right now. You can say, hey, in your industry, Google advertising has been doing very well, and I can do it for you as well. And then with that fresh new idea as well, you can even charge more if the client is willing to do that overall. And it's just taking advantage of different features, not just sticking to one sort of like go-to plan and just making improvements or fixing the bugs in that plan. It's also about finding new ideas, new ways to get more leads, because there's multiple different ways to get the same result. So you want to for a new idea, you want to try different ways, test different things. And overall, that's what clients crave to get. It's not just about results. It's about trying new things, and that way the client can get even better results. They'll be even happier with you, and they're going to stay with you forever. The most important thing, of course, is make sure that they're getting results and that they're getting their money back. So once you got that covered, once you are getting them good results, you have to think of new campaign ideas. So either improve upon the current campaign ideas you already have, and do that, or have fresh new campaign ideas. Make sure you meet with your client bi-weekly at least, and you'll be good to go, and you will keep clients pretty much forever. So these are the 3 things that I'm doing that's helping me retain clients. If you have any more ideas, comment below on things that you've done or things that you see also work to help retain clients. But with that being said, if you're looking for 3 steps to get your first SMMA client, so that way you can get them and then retain them, watch the video up there, and you'll be able to know exactly those 3 steps. I'll see you guys in that video. Take care.